Hello, I am getting ready to take my dentures out for my nighttime routine, hence the pajama look. And I thought I would go ahead and talk about ways to keep your dentures safe when you are taking them out and doing your basic care routine. It's one of the many things that dentists do not talk about. And a lot of people break their dentures because they take them out and they fall in the sink or they fall on the floor and they break because they didn't know what to do to keep their dentures safe. So I thought I would talk about that. When I take my dentures out, when I'm working with adhesive, and when I put my dentures back in, I put a towel in the sink. That way, if my dentures should fall out of my hand, they are going to land in the sink. When I'm working with water, brushing my dentures, rinsing them off, all of that, I put silicone pads in the sink. These are actually sold as kitchen hot pads, but I bought them and I use them to put at the bottom of my sink. I have a very wide sink, so I use both of these. And then I fill my denture cup up with water. I put it on the silicone pad, fill it up with water, and I work very low in my sink over that denture cup that is filled with water and sitting on the silicone pads. That way, if my dentures should fall out of my hand, they are going to land in the water and they are going to be safe. Some people may use a bowl or they will fill their sink up with water and put a towel at the bottom. I don't do that because I tried that early in, but it was kind of just a hassle with the towel being wet. So I eventually started using the silicone pads and filling my denture cup up with water, and it works much better. But it's very important to do those things because if your dentures should fall out of your hands, they are going to be safe. I also have a faucet extender, and I'm not gonna take my camera out and show you that because quite honestly, my sink isn't very clean right now. It's got some water spots and I'm just not really happy with how my sink looks, so I'm not gonna show you that, but I have a faucet extender and I can pull it down and I can also turn it to a spray nozzle so I can work even lower in the sink, like right over those silicone pads. And again, if my dentures should happen to slip out of my hands, they're just gonna fall maybe that far. They'll be fine, they're on the silicone pads. I also took one of those silicone pads, cut it in half, and I put this on the counter and I set my dentures on this, on the counter instead of on the hard counter. So they aren't going to, when I set them down, they're not gonna clink on the counter and possibly break. Also, another thing, do not take your dentures out in the middle of your bathroom. Some people do that. They take, and I'm not gonna step backwards and show you because I'm in my pajamas, but stay over your sink. Don't just take them out over the floor. One time, I went to the dentist when I was getting ready to get new dentures. It was 3 years ago. And the tech wanted me to take my dentures out to get an x-ray, just standing over a hard tiled floor. And she got very annoyed with me because I asked her if I could go somewhere, take them out over the counter, and then go back to the x-ray. She got really annoyed. I was not going to take them out over the floor. What if they fell out of my hands? I wasn't going to do that. I'm not going to risk breaking my dentures for any reason. So just be mindful of where you're taking them out at. If you are taking them out in your kitchen, living room, car, wherever, put a towel down. Do it over the sofa. Do it so that your dentures are not at risk of falling and breaking. Keep a denture cup at hand. You can use anything. My denture cup has a lid. The lid is in the sink. Or in the drawer, and I'm not going to pull it out. But it has a lid that screws on. You can use a Tupperware container or any other food storage container that has a lid that tightens, that screws on, and put your dentures in there. That way you know that they are safe. If you have pets or children, they are not going to be able to knock your dentures over and get into them. That is another issue for people. Their pets getting a hold of their dentures. If you have dogs, your dentures smell like food and they are going to be attracted to it. And cats, everything looks like a cat toy. So don't take your dentures out and just set them anywhere in your house if you have pets. your dentures are at risk. If you have inquisitive pets, when you take them out, even if you're just in your bathroom, either take them out in your bathroom, shut your bathroom door, take them out, put them in the drawer of your vanity, put them in your medicine cabinet, anywhere where your pet cannot get it, where your small children cannot get it. Set them up high. This vanity my cabinet in my bathroom has a little, it kind of recedes. So if you wanted to set something up there, it's protected because there's about that much of a space that you can set things on. Some are like that, not all. But just kind of be mindful of keeping things up away, closed away from pets and small children, so that way they don't get a hold of your dentures. Small children are notorious for flushing dentures down the toilet, and dogs are notorious for chewing dentures. So those are just a few things that you can do to keep your dentures safe. Hopefully this helps and helps you to protect your dentures. I'm going to go ahead and go. I will talk to you later. Bye.